Okay, call to order, special board meeting of the West Valley School Board, May 23rd, 2024. Citizens may comment on items appearing on the agenda when invited to participate during the agenda item by the board chair. Citizens may comment on items related to school district business not appearing on this agenda during the public comment portion of the meeting. Citizens, after identifying themselves, will proceed to make comments as briefly as the subject permits. Basic rules of decorum are in effect at all times. Chairperson may direct or terminate an individual statement when appropriate, including when statements are out of order, too lengthy, breach personal privacy rights, are abusive, obscene, irrelevant, or otherwise improper. The public should realize that this is a trustee business meeting conducted in a public forum. Will stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
and
to
to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God,
God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, correspondence. No public participation, no correspondence, and no guests. So we'll go on to the action item, consideration of the proclamation for the budget amendment.
All right. Just as way of introduction and background for the board, if you recall, in school year 23, West Valley had a very similar general fund budget to what we have this year in school year 24. Last year, in order to achieve their spending targets here at the school, a budget amendment was passed in November of 2022 for $200,000. Additionally, grant spending of approximately $200,000 was used during the year for coding to reduce costs that would normally have gone into the general fund. In 2024, school year 2024, we have roughly the same base budget for the general fund, and the grants are all spent. So what the approach has been this year, as you all are well aware of, is that we initiated cost reductions of approximately $250,000, back in the fall, which was predominantly staffing reductions. Additionally, and we had put in a number of cost reduction programs, which have achieved some savings, but not substantial enough savings in order for us to achieve our budget targets this year. Therefore, today, what is being asked to consider is another $200,000 budget amendment that would draw on the general fund reserves for the school in order for us to achieve our budget targets for this school year.
And that's what we have before us,
Yes.
the budget amendment.
So the link that's in the agenda is to the most recent wording that we've all discussed and came to agreement on last night.
What's the current balance in the reserve fund?
Currently, I sent that on about $260,000. I sent that on Sunday or Saturday, early Sunday morning, just after midnight on Saturday. So that, yeah, 260. So what this is a request for up to $200,000. And what the process here, if you'll recall from that email, is this is the proclamation. Then the proclamation needs to be posted for public awareness, and I'll do that this afternoon with the Daily Interlake. That would be in the legal section. That would go for 8 days, and then we'll take the next steps, which in all likelihood will be proposing and approving a resolution during our Monday, June 3rd meeting. At that point, then I do some communication with OPI and the county in order to let them know that our intention is to start drawing on reserves before the year end, up to $200,000 in the line items that would fund teacher salaries and or para salaries.
So that'll only leave us with about 60,000 left in reserve. So it's going to be key next year that we have everything lined out. We're on budget because there's no room.
Yeah.
At all.
And we don't have to use the whole 200,000. Hopefully we won't need the whole 200,000, but.
Yeah, we're on target. You know, we've been, you've seen the monthly tracking of our savings, and unfortunately, given this, what the spending patterns for this year and last year, looks almost impossible to avoid some type of budget amendment. Worst case scenario should be $200,000. That's why we're going to do that.
Just to, like, so when we had budgeted at the beginning of the year, there was a pay of that June payroll. There was what, roughly 225,000 about
That's
coded to that ESSER grant. And that is where, that wasn't, caught, that just popped up, I'd say, what, a couple months ago when that was caught. So we were trying to reduce savings more, make up for that 225,000. But ultimately, that's where the bulk of this.
yeah, so what Stephanie's talking about is our June payroll is typically around $1 million to $1.1 million. It's about 2.5 times the regular payroll amount. Last year, after journal vouchers and coding adjustments were done, the final number on that was $775,000. That's the difference that really we're talking about here. So, in combination with some of our operational savings, so our staff reductions covered part of the gap this year, but not all of it.
I'll make a motion to approve the proclamation for the budget amendment.
I'll second that.
Is there any discussion? Jeff, Laurel?
No, I thought it was explained, excuse me, I thought it was explained very well, so I appreciate the discussion and explanation.
Yes, same. I mean, I think it's pretty clear that we've cut expenses, a good deal going into this year, but unfortunately, it's just not getting us as far as we need to be, so.
Okay, any further discussion? All right, all those in favor of the proclamation for the budget amendment, aye.
I,
I,
Opposed? Okay, the proclamation passes unanimously.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
I.
Opposed? Unanimous.
Thank you.